Bat Beam, Black Init Tech Skill. Believe it only affects one person. Ah yes, the bat signal, but painful. Got it. And we're back in the time machine. Let's go into... I really better be doing this the right way. This door. I'm fairly certain this is the door that I need to go in. I mean, I'll know as soon as I step through this door at the end of this long bridge. But we're back exploring Fort Dragonia. And the plaque out front said we needed to return the colored crystals to their masters, which is a really interesting phrase. What colored crystals? We haven't seen any yet. And return to their masters? What? That doesn't make sense. So you see, we have a lot of overlapping paths, and unfortunately I can't just, like, jump down or something, because that would be too easy. Although that guy can. Wish I could. So, I'm gonna run up here, grab this. Get myself a heal all. You'll probably see that repeated, actually. You'll see these repeated in, episode 19. My bad. I just didn't grab them when I was here before. I don't even know if I was here before. I don't know what's going on. So I'm just gonna run over here, probably get in a fight. Yeah, there we go. So these enemies, these tiny little paper rolls. Yeah, I know, fun times. So we've got some paper boys and combats. Paper boys are yellow inits and combats are black inits. This means that Kyle will be very effective against the combats, but you know, just in general he's very effective because hitting things with sharp, upgraded swallow, all that fun stuff. Bat Beam, Black Init Tech Skill. Believe it only affects one person. Ah yes, the bat signal, but painful. Got it. Alright. So we'll have Bellis get back into her attack routine here. See if we can't slice this paper boy up into ribbons. Do some nice attacks with Kyle, with full CT here. Perfect. And then on Paperboy B, start beating up there. And then I'm actually going to, now that I'm back at Kyle, I'm going to take advantage of this mismatch of inits and do some damage with a good old opposite init color dash and slash. I did have a black on the field, so it was kind of negating from that damage a little bit, but 93 is still very respectable. Paper Moon is the Paperboy's tech skill. Dang, that does a lot of damage. Oh gosh, I forgot how much that hurts. This is why I usually avoid this. Oh, also, we have level 5 tech skills. Red Pin hits multiple enemies. This is Bellis's first attacking tech skill. Her other tech skill, if you'll remember, is Pilfer, which steals. Rip. I think they can do something bad, which is not good. Obviously, because it's bad. But I think they can, like... It's in a different stance. It's in more of a fighty stance. And I'm not sure if that means it's going to bring another one of itself around or something. I'm just going to defend for a bit and see what it does. Might just be in a more attacking stance. I think that's all it is. It's just it getting... It's basically like a barbarian in D&D going into rage. Anyway. You know, it looks fancy and maybe it does some stuff to the stats, but it doesn't mean it's gonna unleash this all-out attack or, like, clone itself. Okay, everyone's all healed up. We got some nice elements out of the deal. And we got to see Bellis's level 5 tech skill, which is good. I don't know if I have a chance to show that in later stuff. This is another chest. Alright, well, in case I don't get to this one later, that's an antidote. Gosh, I must have taken the first path the right time, or the right path the first time on, when I did this before, because I definitely did not deal with... I did not get those chests, so I didn't really deal with this at all. Run up here. So, unless you want chests, don't go up. It's basically my recommendation. Which means we're gonna have to fight this lovely boy. Angry Robot Dude, who we will get the name for in just a second. We actually might have, I think we fought these in the prologue. It's the dream sequence. This is a Cybot, yellow in it. We've got Alphabats, black in it. Again, yellow and black are some pretty common inlets that you'll see here among the wandering enemies. You might see others depending on the area you're in, if I can speak. And obviously the boss or bosses may not be defined by the area in it. If you've already seen episodes 19 and on, then you kind of know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, you should see, I would say, by the end of this episode. So, come here, give a few good smacks to the Cybot. Cybot is pretty darn strong. So, what do you say we start shooting some magic at it? It's pretty defensive physically. If I remember correctly, it's much less defensive magically. Yeah, see, that does 97 for just a photon beam. So, you're going to want to do that. You're going to want to attack the Cybot with magic. I'm pretty sure the Alphabats are pretty weak to physical. Although that did almost 100 damage to all of them, which is amazing. We'll try to take this Cybot out, because having that not here would be the most useful thing right now. Alright, Alphabat tech skill, and using it on Kyle. But it still doesn't hurt that much. So, like, honestly, in my opinion, the bats are less to be afraid, like, something that you're going to be less afraid of here than, like, the robots. Or the paper, honestly. The paper is one of the scariest things here. The bats, well, the paper and the Cybots, because they both deal 100 plus, 150 almost damage with their stuff. So this is Soothe. This is Lil CT's level 5 tech skill. Sing a song! Sing us a song! And we get health back. All that good stuff. Basically, it's a better recoverall, if you want to compare it to an element that we have. I just wanted to take that opportunity, since Kyle needed a lot of healing, and urgently. I wanted to take that opportunity to show you what that entails. Alright, let's see. We'll attack it with this Magma Burst. See if we can't get this Cybot out so that it can't hit us with that beaten earth anymore. Because honestly, that's the most damaging thing around the field right now, is that beaten earth tech. Okay, good. Now that that's out of the way, we can focus on the Alphabats. And actually what I want to do is use Kyle's level 5 tech skill, Luminaire. I'm sure this one shows up in later episodes, but I'm just taking the opportunity, since we just earned it, to show it off again. Oh, look at that beautiful 200 plus damage to multiple enemies. I love this tech skill. Also, it looks super cool. Just the way he floats up in the air, it's amazing. Love it. Alright, get some buffs to people. Not a lot to Lil CT, honestly, lately. A lot to Bellis and a lot to Kyle, but not as much to Lil CT. Anyway, cut under here. This is the path that you should take to begin with. I believe. I hope. I really hope I'm right this time. And then I think... right away. I have to go down around... yeah, so I have to go down, and then if I want to go back up, I believe. Actually, I think this leads to a chest. I honestly don't remember anymore. I think this is the chest, though. No, this leads here. Perfect. This is a chest. Yes. So this is Arrow Blaster. Good green attack element. Always nice to have good attack elements of all colors. Alright. Now that that battle's out of the way. No, you're not allowed to fight me. That... Yes, this is the way I want to go? Yes. I was trying to remember where I came from. Can't even remember that. Alright, so we're over here. Probably gonna run into another paperboy. Wow, did I call that or what? Anyway, running over here and trying not to run into another enemy, but probably failing. We'll lower this set of stairs, which is one hint that, you know, we're going the right direction. And then run up here, which this path will take us around the edge to this door at the top, and this is the door we want to go in. So this is your ultimate goal. Second path I took was the one to get us there. And now it's fight time. This is your last chance to gird yourself up, get ready for facing this boss. See the color behind him? You can get close enough without having to attack him to see the color of the crystal. And that crystal will give you an idea of what his init is. That's right. The Tarsoid is green in it, which fortunately we've got quite a few yellow elements. If you hadn't noticed by the fact that we got Heal All and Arrow Blaster, I'm pretty sure was the one. Basically, we got a couple good green elements in this area. If that wasn't enough to clue you in that this was a green area, then I got news for you. It's green. So, do my typical attack up a little bit. Rather than go for a little CT right now, I'm going to take the opportunity to wonder why I don't have any lower level yellow elements and quick get my neutral field back to kind of cancel out some of the boosts that he would get from doing things like this. He's healed about half of what I did to him. So I think at this point my best bet is going to be non-yellow, actually. Red Pin still does almost 100 damage, and he doesn't immediately heal it off. So I don't know for sure if this boss will immediately heal anything yellow, but that's something that I'm gonna try checking over the course here. Alright, at least it's a neutral field. Well, this is gonna hurt. Yeah, okay. Need to heal Kyle. So, we'll CT, not Soothe. You know what? Yes. This should do 100? At least 60. 80. Cool. Right in the middle of the two numbers I said. Kyle. Let's do an Electrobolt. Let's see. This should still do a decent amount of damage. 193. Good, good. And he immediately heals. Yeah. So basically all your yellow elements are doing not as much damage. Which is not the worst thing in the world, honestly. But especially if you're doing like 200 damage and he's healing less than 100. But all in all, you're going to be better off doing non-yellow elements if that's, with that being the case. Especially the low-level ones. Don't even bother with the low-level yellows. Worry more about like the higher-level yellow elements and non-yellow. Really, the non-yellow is going to be your saving grace. So avoid yellow and avoid green for this battle, for the most part. Except, again, for those high-level yellow elements. Especially if you happen to have a yellow in it. Caster in your party, someone yellow in it, maybe even a yellow in it who's very good at magic. This would be the time for them to really shine with the high level yellows and then other elements, other elemental colors in their lower slots. Dash and slash. And then I'm thinking I might use a soothe. Oh yeah, we can't really use physical stuff here. Use the Magnum Burst. will be more effective. And then I'll stick in a Soothe from Lil CT. To get Bellis and Kyle back up. Or different. You know, do I have a... I don't have a Recover All. It would have been right here. That's Pounce. I need to attack up. Oh gosh. Kyle. Kyle. I need to Recover All. So if I poke with Bellis and then move over to Kyle, I can Recover All. There we go. I got it. Forgot Lil CT's Soothe was on level 5 and not level 3. But we're all good. We're all pretty much back to full. And ready to start attacking like mad again. And honestly, in this fight, your best bet is to stick more with elements. Specifically the ones that don't involve, like, you slice with your weapon, like Dash and Slash. Or Pounce would also not be a good one to go with, because those are very, like, physical elements, if you get what I'm saying. They're elements that involve the character themselves doing something. And as you can see, physical attacks are not very effective. This is basically like fighting those Cybots, but bigger and more painful. On a regular basis, at least. So, let's do this. Yes, it's gonna heal it off, but I think I could do a decent chunk of damage. 120? 138, pretty close. Heal all. 71 back. It still did like 70 damage though, so worth it. Attack up with Bellis. Kind of just trying to get people out of the hole here for a bit. And I do need to get Lil CT healed up. And also get those green elements off the field. Alright, get a cure going on Lil CT. Which gets me back to a neutral field, thank goodness. And then I'm thinking I might actually have to go for a... I hate doing this, but let's do it. High level yellow element. Attack up with Lil CT, which will get Kyle up enough to do attacks. And have them... Oh good, he's sagging. That means we're getting pretty close. He probably won't sag after this, but he did sag. I noticed a sag. He's very close. Alright. Stab from Kyle. I'm gonna get Kyle up enough to do some Luminaire, because that should do some significant damage. So that's kind of my plan at this point, is to get Kyle built up to element level 5 and do some Luminaire. And that should at least get some good sag in this Tarsoid. Yeah, do your choke slam. I think anyone can survive it. Perfect. My baseline for determining if people can survive it is I look at them like it's about 100. Alright, so Luminaire, this should at least get the sag. And plus we get to appreciate this beautiful, beautiful animation again, just rising up in the air, bursting out, and seeing the light come down. Nice, 162 damage, beautiful. And that is a nice little shrug sag thing. Alright, get a few good hits. Let's see what you got, besides Soothe. Aqua Balls? Let's do it. Aqua Ball +1. Let's send it their way. It's not yellow. That was a really bad camera angle. Alright. 97 damage. Good. Making progress. Attack up with Kyle. And that was it! We have defeated the Tarsoid. Guys, we did it. We have defeated the boss. Got another star. Yes, it was indeed a boss because we got another star for it. Getting an extra element slot for Lil CT and some health up. Perfect. We'll use consumables in stock if needed, get everyone all healed back up, get a carapace, and be on our way. And that's it. Go up, we interact with Crystal, it deactivates, and starts up this weird dragon light thingy. Who knows where that is? Have not seen that yet. But we will also notice the effects of this when I return you to your regularly scheduled time and programming in episode 19. That's right. We're done with this time travel whirlwind adventure. So I'll see you next time back in the present, past, future. Time's weird. See you when I see ya.